What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about AMC GME as well as the overall broader market, and after that we're going to check the options flow for all three of them. So today AMC was up for 7.61% for the day. It had a high of $16.96. The average volume on AMC is around 41.34 million, but today's volume was around 53.90 million. It has almost double the volume which was coming in last week. Now we are seeing some sort of aggressive momentum coming into AMC as well as GME. Now we just have to wait and see how much the price of AMC is going to go up from here onwards. Now I personally believe what happened today in the stock market, we just got a drag down. We were in green, super green in the morning, and then everything went down just on the news which came out from Apple. They might have to get rid of some staff and slow down in earnings and slow down in the progress of the companies. So we had a little bit of sell off at the end of the day in the overall broader market. Now let's come over to the GameStop. Now GameStop was up for 3.53% for the day. It had a high of $149.60. The average volume on GameStop is around 3.43 million, but today's volume was around 2.78 million. The volume is not that significant in the GameStop. Even the price action in GameStop is pretty dodgy. Every time it goes up a slight bit, the market maker drag down the price straight away. Now we just have to wait and see how AMC and GME is going to play out from here onwards. Now let's come over to the SPY. Now the SPY was down for 0.83% for the day. It had a high of $389.09. So you can imagine the kind of volatility we are experiencing in the overall broader market. The SPY doesn't move like this. It takes months of time to move 3% in the SPY. But right now we are experiencing something like this in just a day time. So the market opened around 389. It got dragged down to $381.95. That's a lot of volatility, and it only happened just because on the news that came out from the Apple that they might not be able to hire more people, which is a sign of slowdown in the progress of the company. Now, I personally believe we are definitely going to go up from here onwards just by looking at the option flow. A lot of investors are betting towards the upside. Now let's come over to the options flow for the AMC. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now these whales were, majority of them were onto the downside, and they are buying put options that the AMC will keep going down from here onwards. But I personally believe AMC might go to $30, but you never know. Whale was buying $1.6 million, $30 call options. Is going to expire in 185 days, and he's buying 4,600 contracts, and he's betting towards the upside from the AMC. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, now majority of them are again onto the downside. Now by looking at the put to call ratio, it's almost 50-50 on the both side. The volume is pretty heavy on the put side, and the premiums are pretty good on the put side. But by looking at the options flow, I can tell you there are a lot of individuals, those who are buying call options as well, and they are all betting that the AMC will keep going up from here onwards. Now we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. But a lot of individuals are buying these $15 put, and they are betting that the AMC is going to go down. Now I don't like to buy put options on AMC until unless it has run up quite a bit, because this kind of a stock is very volatile and it can go up in a matter of days, and these put can completely burn out. Now let's come over to the GameStop. Now increase the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now these whales were buying put option, this $130 put option that's at 59 days expiration is pretty suspicious. A lot of individuals are buying put option that they are betting that the GameStop is going to go down from here onwards. But there are a few of them, those who are buying call options as well, which is completely unrealistic. This $500 call option and $510 call option is way too much out of the money, and they're betting that Jamie might go all-time high from here onwards. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales and the retail are doing, now majority of them are again onto the upside. Now when I bring up the put to call ratio, we can see it for yourself. 70% is the call side, 30% is the put side. The volume is pretty heavy onto the call side, and the premiums are pretty solid on the call side as well. Now when I look at the options flow, there was nothing majorly suspicious, but a lot of individuals are buying call options, and they are betting that the GameStop is going to keep going up from here onwards. Now let's come over to the options flow for this SPY. Now increase the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now this one whale came in and he's buying $10.5 million worth of $357 call option that's going to expire in 31 days, and he's buying 3,500 contract, and he's betting that the SPY is going to go up from here onwards. Now when I bring down the premium, I'll see what exactly the mini whales and the retail are doing. Majority of them are again onto the downside, but there is quite a bit of call buying that is happening in the SPY, which indicates that a lot of institutional investors are pretty bullish onto the upside for the SPY. Now this $418 call option and $419 call option is pretty much suspicious, and they are buying a huge amount of contract. That's 4,126 contract, and he's paying $2.28 million for it. This one is 3,680 contract, and he's paying $1.94 million for it. So that's a quite a bit of money they are betting towards the upside for this spy. Now, when I bring down the premium a little bit more further and see what exactly the mini retail is doing, now majority of them are again onto the downside. Now, these $365 put option came in a line, and they were all betting towards the downside. This is basically the institutional money, and they are all betting that the SPY is going to keep going down from here onwards. Now, I personally believe that we might still have some sort of upward momentum. Now, the main thing is Apple. Now, Apple is the number one stock in the US stock market. If it's having some sort of a bad news on it, and if it goes down, overall broader market is going to go down along with it. So that's what happened today as well. But I personally believe we have still a little bit more upside left into this pie before we expect any kind of a severe downtrend in the overall broader market. Now, on the 20th of July, we have the second GDP coming for the year, and if that GDP is in negative, we are officially in recession, and which can create some sort of a significant downtrend into the overall broader market. Now, we were waiting for the inflation number first, and it came completely skyrocketed, which was not at all in the favor of the overall broader market, but still the stock market went up. Now we are waiting for the GDP number, which is going to be released on the 20th July. If that one is also in negative, we never know what's going to happen. But I personally think that we will experience some sort of a severe downtrend in the overall broader market. So thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.